I'm CJ with Starter Builds, and this is how you build a busy board side table on Starter Builds. Hello. Today on Starter Builds in the shop, we're going to be building a DIY busy board for my son Zane. He is going to be 10 months tomorrow, and I want to build one of those busy boards. You see him all over the internet. I'll have pictures up here. You've seen him on Pinterest, you've seen him on Instagram, you've seen him on YouTube. I'm going to take a unique spin, and I'm going to do a table busy board because he is now at the point where he's almost standing and walking. So I'm going to put my own unique spin on it. It's going to be a super DIY friendly project. So let's get into the build. All right, to start out, we went to our local big box store. We picked out a bunch of different things. We got doorknobs. We got these little, I don't even know what you call those. We got light switches. We got hinges. We got locks. We got wheels. All different types of things that Zane can interact with, my son, and mess around with. So this is going to be the base of it, the actual tabletop, if you will. It's going to be a little bit thicker. I'm actually going to replicate this, cut this out, glue it together, and then I'm going to be using some 2x4 scraps for the legs. So let's dive into this and start by step one, cutting this out to glue that up onto there. To start out this project, I started out by ripping down some 1/2-inch plywood. If you decide to go to the big box store, you could get 3/4 inch plywood to make this a lot easier. I then squared it up on the table saw, and now I'm going to be gluing my 2 1/2-inch sheets of plywood together. Again, this is a non-needed step if you go ahead and get your 3/4 inch plywood. If you happen to have 1/2-inch plywood laying around like I do, be sure to use a lot of glue to glue these together. I'm using Titebond 3. You could use Titebond 2, Titebond 1, or any glue within your budget. Once we've spread the glue all throughout the surface, you want to make sure you have a good amount of clamps and a good amount of pressure. I'm going to be using a weight here to hold this down and ensure that everything is intact because we want a strong tabletop surface. I'm ripping down my 2x4s on the table saw. These are going to end up being my legs. If you don't have a table saw, you could always buy legs, or you could buy 2x2s or 1x2s from your big box store. All right, I'm back. It's been a little bit over 12 hours, and this has officially been glued up. We're going to get some paint on it. I got my shop supervisor here, ready to take over the world. Say hi. Wave. Do a wave. All right. All right, so it's been a little bit over 12 hours, and this glue up has officially dried, so we're gonna take it apart. We're gonna get some paint on it, and we'll be good to go. Here I'm just sanding the edges, making sure there's no rough spots or sharp spots. Again, this is going to be for a 1-year-old, so you want to make sure there's nothing sharp sticking out or nothing that's rough. Once you've sanded everything down, you can pick out your color of choice for paint. I just had some leftover white spray paint laying around, so why need to go spend more money when you don't have to? Use the materials you got. I'm going to attach these trim pieces to my tabletop surface here. This way there won't be any sharp edges. It'll give it a better aesthetic look, and that way everything will be nice and flush and nice and sturdy. To attach these, I'm just using some glue and 1-inch brad nails.
Alright, now we have the top of our tabletop side table here, playboard, whatever you want to call it. From there I'm going to be moving into making the legs. And again, I ripped down some leftover lumber on the table saw to make these legs. You can go ahead and buy 2x2s, 1x2s, 2x4s, really whatever aesthetic you're going for. You can also buy legs off Amazon. But I'm just using pocket holes, wood glue, brad nails to keep everything together. Pretty basic setup here, but it'll get the job done. Still assembling the legs here, just using wood glue and pocket holes. Once I complete this step, I'll be able to attach this frame to the bottom of my tabletop, and we'll essentially be able to go ahead and start putting all the gadgets on top of the tabletop so that Zane can play with them. I'm using a good amount of glue here. I want to make sure that we have a strong bond. And then I'll also go back and reinforce it with some 1-inch brad nails. I ended up having to put another cross support bracket, brace, whatever you want to call it, in the bottom here. So I had some leftover 1x2s. I'm going to be using some glue and pocket hole to attach. I'll have to go back and apply some white spray paint to it. But again, mistakes were made. We figured it out. After I install these, we'll be able to start installing the gadgets again. You can put any type of fun, playful activity, tinkering object on your little busy board or busy board side table, however you want to go about it.
All right, here we have the busy board table. We've got everything put together. And now it's time to apply all the fun stuff to entertain Zane. Again, we just use glue and pocket holes to attach the top to the base. We also use some brad nails too as well. And then I just applied a couple coats of spray paint. But let's get into putting all of the fun hardware on there. We have a couple different things here. We got some hinges, some doorknobs, some locks, light switch, all different types of stuff. So stay tuned. All right, on a test piece here, I was able to fit in the light switch. So now we just need to replicate this onto the actual table. This is why you always want to test things out before doing your first project, because you see I had a mess up here. That's okay. Worked around it. So let's transfer this over there and we'll cut it out live.
Moving on to the final piece of this project, that's going to be installing all of the gadgets on this busy board side table. Again, you can do whatever you want to put on here. I recommend going to your local hardware store, big box store, picking up some things that your children would probably like to entertain themselves with or help with different sensory stimulation. So hope you enjoyed this project. Subscribe if you think I deserved it, and stay tuned for more builds. There's no real science or real math or measuring to the way that I put these different gadgets on this table. Essentially, I just found what I thought worked. I sort of put some of the maybe safer stuff in the middle potentially, but all in all, this table has actually been set up now for close to 4 months and haven't had any issues from it. Zane still enjoys it, still interacts with it. I'd say all in all, definitely a good thing to add to development and learning. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to subscribe if you think I earned it. Other than that, stay tuned for more DIY builds from Starter Builds. Take care.